blurred culture continues to thrive, a dark, unknowing threat begins to grow, taking over communities across the globe. The villainous team known as Culture Vulture lands at the front door of blurred culture, demanding ownership of this beautiful world, wreaking havoc and causing mass destruction every step of the way. And with all hope lost and the culture on the brinks of being overran, Deuce is the Yaness of podcasting, Bacardi Sensei the master of branding, and Didge the technical tactician, collectively known as Geekset, has emerged once again to help blend hip-hop culture and geek culture together in one place. Tune in as Geekset curates the culture, celebrates our heroes, start the discussion on important topics, and take this culture to new, legendary heights that the world can be proud of. Geekset, do what you love and love what you do.
All right. Welcome back to the Geekset Podcast, the only podcast that blend hip-hop culture and geek culture together. I'm your boy Deuces. With me, I got my man Bacardi Sensei.
What is good, everybody? How are we doing today?
How we doing today? We got Didge in the building.
What is happening, people? What is happening, people?
And we got Hollywood Trip in the building.
What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing?
All right, so for those who don't know, like I said, we go by the Geekset Podcast. We are from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. We are some content creators. We are podcasters. We are interviewers, reporters. Our goal is to be the reporter of the culture and everything like that. So that's kind of like what we focus on, talking about anime, talking about comic books, video games, just anything nerd and blurred, and just kind of showing that black people are also into these things, and we can have that barbershop style conversation. So the way that we kind of do our podcast, our live podcast, is that it's not just us talking, you guys listen. Like I said, we go over hot takes and things like that. Feel free to yell back at us and everything like that. This is an interactive podcast experience and everything.
Especially if there's some hot takes out there, I'm willing to hear those out.
Always willing to engage with the community.
Mm-hmm. So this is our first year at Weebcon. And so is this y'all first years too? Well, is this your first year?
First year.
Okay, so how are y'all liking the con so far?
Come on in.
No, come on in, man. Yeah.
No worries. We interactive podcast, so you know it's going.
Bring my
You say bring it.
Yeah.
So how are you liking the con?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll last a bit longer as well.
Which day?
Pretty good.
Oh.
I think it would have lasted longer than 12.
Oh, that would have ended the last was at midnight? Okay.
Okay. And what about you?
It's been good. I met more voice actors than I have since IndieCon.
Oh,
that's fire.
nice.
That's-
Yeah.
That is one thing I will say, because like we got the con at home, it's Anime Milwaukee, and it feels like there are so many more voice actors here than any other anime. Like outside of Crunchyroll Expo, which is right in it's in San Jose, so it's like right in the heart of where they're producing a lot of those.
Yeah.
That's where I saw probably the most, but this is a very close second. Like they made sure like we gonna get you some of y'all voice actors out here.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Yeah. I definitely didn't see as many. Like, it's been a while since a convention has so many voice actors.
Like having the entire exhibit hall
like-
lined all the way around
Yeah.
was crazy.
so we just recently came from DreamCon, and like that was like really, really dope. And we kind of do a lot of these conventions all the time. Like I said, trying to cover just like the events that are things that are going on. And so like we love going out there. Yeah, come on in, everybody. So
Welcome.
Yeah, welcome.
Don't turn
We were
around,
nervous.
Come on in, chat. Don't turn around, chat.
Because they don't turn around.
So like I said, we kind of like love being able to kind of go out to these conventions, meet a lot of these people. We get a chance to interview a lot of these voice actors and people a part of this culture that we love so much. So it's kind of always excited to see, and then also just seeing the cosplays. The cosplays be so amazing. We love,
I love them.
yeah. So Bacardi is our resident cosplay person. Come on in.
Welcome to Not Watch Mojo.
Yeah.
Not Watch Mojo is crazy.
And so you know what I'm saying. So Bacardi, he generally gets us doing the cosplay. He just did Master Roshi at DreamCon, and so that was pretty amazing. We had a lot of
Master Roshi's.
Yeah.
Had the eyebrows and everything. Man.
The eyebrows sweated off is funny.
Yeah.
When I was there listening to that one dying.
So they like, this is like my closet cosplay of Captain N. If anybody knows old school Nintendo.
Yep.
I usually get one recognition like per convention in this cosplay, but that just lets you know how old I am.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah. So for those who just came in, I gotta get just a little bit of rules. We are an interactive podcast. It's not just us talking and then y'all listening. So we go over hot takes and go over everything. Feel free to yell back up. We're gonna ask some questions. We like to have some fun here with the Geekset
I want to
Podcast.
ask about Injustice and see. I want to bring that back because I feel like I was vindicated. I had multiple people come and tell me Injustice was trash.
Really quick, I mean, while we're still on cosplay, like, has anyone seen any great ones so far here at Weebcon? We've only been here today, so I saw a great one.
You guys,
today.
your cosplays are great. So you don't got to say yourselves. You know.
But I guess what is your favorite cosplay that you've seen so far? You seen any good ones?
I would probably say the Captain Jack Sparrow.
I saw him gaming.
You saw him doing the walk and everything too. Yeah.
I didn't see him moving around. He was gaming. He was too focused on gaming, so he was not in character.
He was wiping somebody plate and Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
Like I walked past him and he stared dead in my eyes. I'm like,
Oh.
did I hurt you or something?
He's been doing the movements and everything. I'm like, I love a cosplay.
Cosplayers in character.
Absolutely, yeah.
the guy in the Helldivers costume too.
Yeah,
You guys-
I
with the
went and
voice.
told him, for Super Earth, he was geeked with me,
What about y'all? Have anybody seen any good cosplays over here?
Probably Tengen.
Oh,
I
yes.
didn't see Tengen. I didn't see him at all.
Not the yeah girl.
Yeah, girl, I'm telling you.
I love it.
saw my student, Sakura, and I was like, oh, you did such a good job.
Oh,
Fire.
see, that's fire.
Did y'all get your cosplay together? Oh, there you go. Y'all.
No, absolutely. So, like I said, this is our first time in Indianapolis as Geekset. Like I said, coming from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Come on in. Come on in.
It's interactive.
Yeah.
Welcome to the community.
Right. And so, like, we didn't know what to kind of expect, because like I said, we travel and go to different conventions and everything. And the first when I pulled up, I was concerned because I was like,
we didn't see a lot of
I didn't see
cosplayers.
nobody cosplaying.
That's
But then I
usually
looked in the skywalk and I was like, all right, there we go. We got some cosplayers.
That's usually the sign of, okay, are people here into it? Is they gonna buy in?
Yeah.
Or are they not? And I love it. I've definitely seen y'all all buy in.
Absolutely. It's dope. It's always a dope experience to get out and see the different cosplays and different interpretations of the cosplays. The interpretations mean the most, right? Because it's how you view it and how it resonates to you. So it's always dope to see how people bring that out of themselves.
No, absolutely. That's what I love about cosplay. Because like I said, I feel like in the nerd and geek community, no matter if you are a master level cosplayer or if you somebody who does cosplay, put it together yourself, it's all love. And that's what I love about the culture so much.
As a bad cosplayer, that helps me a lot. 'Cause I'm not a good cosplayer. I'm like, you know who I am? Appreciate it.
Yeah, so like I said, that's always the best thing about, saying like this culture in general. And then obviously the conversations. I was surprised I didn't see somebody walking around with a tier list, because usually that's kind of been the kind of go-to.
Tier list, yeah.
What's tier? Either it's an anime, either it's main characters. There's always a tier list of whatever. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a staple at conventions.
Right.
Tier list.
So now I want to get a gauge. What animes are you guys watching right now? What are
Windbreaker.
Okay, that's good.
Hey, where, are you in season 2 yet?
Yeah.
Oh,
New season of Black Butler, and I'm in love.
Is
Black
it good?
Butler.
Okay.
I like y'all two already. Y'all right on the ball. That's
Hey,
that's
speaking
what
of
I'm
Black
watching.
Butler, I was telling Swiper that you watch it. She was like, Bacardi don't watch Black Butler.
I've been watching.
And she
it
was
forever.
like, Black Butler don't seem like a show Bacardi would watch, because that seemed like it's a show for the girls to be like, yeah, girl too. And I was like, maybe Bacardi be at home going, yeah, girl.
I love Sebastian. You know what I'm saying? He is one hell of a butler. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm gonna have to.
Hey, is he a better butler than Alfred?
Ooh.
he's absolutely
All right.
a better butler than Alfred.
Ooh, we had this conversation on the podcast, and I want to ask y'all. All right, if we was ranking butlers, who is a top butler in general, in all the butlers? You got Sebastian. So where do y'all rate? Is Alfred a top tier butler? Batman Alfred.
Man, Alfred
Whatever
Pennyworth.
Alfred is.
Alfred
You
Pennyworth.
never know, Finn.
Huh?
He's a hell of a butler for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a decent butler, fam. Like,
But,
you know,
so where? But I need to go. Where are y'all ranking Alfred? Who? Alfred be fighting.
Alfred forgot the hands though.
I'm trying to think of other butlers.
But no, you brought in, what was the other one? Jeffrey?
Hey, I ain't gonna hold you. I put Jeffrey low on the list because Jeffrey ain't doing all this extra
Which
stuff.
Jeffrey? Because in Bel Air, that new Jeffrey.
Bel Air Jeffrey was a mobster. That's why.
I mean, what was the
You talking about Black Jeffrey?
hey, like it's Jeffrey and it's Black Jeffrey.
Yeah.
What was the butler from
Benson?
Was it the nanny? The nanny?
No, Benson is the one. That's the.
Benson too, but I'm talking about Franny.
She not a butler. She a nanny.
No, not Franny, but the butler that's on the show.
I don't remember fam name.
Because him and Jeffrey used to be neck and neck to me.
I don't remember fam name.
Niles.
Man's coming in the clutch.
Niles can get out of here.
Shout out to Rock Lee.
Niles used to go in on Olga.
No, we can get Niles out of here.
Yeah, okay, all right. I'm liking this. All right, what else? Anybody else watching any other animes? Super cute. Well, you got a nice list going on. You got a nice list.
I just hope somebody asks me what you think.
What about anybody over here?
Oh, nice. Okay. Somebody just recommended that to us earlier.
Did they?
What'd you say? Marshall?
My show, when that first came, first of all, the intro is amazing. The intro, that music is phenomenal. That and Dan Dan Dan, best intro music right now. You said, but I love Marshall so much because he really just is muscle. And they don't have a clue what he's doing.
Don't mess with the screen, folks.
Like
His muscles talking back to him.
they are all powerful like magicians. They always had a second thought, like, did he really do magic? Like y'all know good and well. He didn't do magic. Yeah. Hey.
Oh, let's go.
Which one?
Fire Force. She could.
Look. Fan service aside, because it's a lot of fan service.
On Fire Force?
Burns really pissed me off.
Okay, I'll give you that.
So-
I'll give you that.
I didn't see it going that way, but I'm not mad at it.
So the reason why I love Fire Force, and I keep on saying, I said,
And let's not get too many spoilers for the people.
I'm not gonna get no spoilers. I'm not giving any spoilers.
I got you.
The reason why I love Fire Force.
That looked like I was doing too much.
Right. No, when I watch Fire Force, when I watch other animes, I'm like, hey, these fire users are very underusing their skill set because the people in Fire Force go so crazy with their firepower. I'm like, y'all gotta step it up.
You're like, oh boy, the magnetism with the gloves. And I'm like, dude, I was like, bro, I really did not know what his power. Like, I don't understand what there was. But Granny, if y'all caught up, Granny, the Granny Nun, Granny Nun.
Not too much for Cardi. We ain't caught up.
I just said Granny Nun. When you see Granny Nun, that episode had me tripping because I'm like, she out there.
Fire Force is such a crazy anime because when it started, I was like, bro, I'm not finna care about these firefighters. I'm not about to.
Yeah.
Nah,
I really thought they were firefighters. Yeah, I really thought.
So I love a good wacky premise and everything like that because I saw one. Dang, I saw the manga and I was like, I'm gonna pick it up, but it was literally.
Was it Rooster Fighter?
Yeah, Rooster Fighter. It's literally a rooster that be kicking butt. And
it is a man-sized rooster.
Yes.
He be out here giving
like Peter and the chicken ain't got nothing on his rooster. He ain't got nothing on his rooster. This rooster.
I have never heard. It's a manga.
It's called Rooster Fighter.
It's called Rooster Fighter.
Rooster Fighter, and he on the cover looking like he ready to go toe to toe with Tyson. Like he like
it's a wild time.
But
are there any sports anime watchers out here? Okay, let's go.
Somebody gonna say Blue Lock.
Are you not a fan of Blue? Okay, look. I was gonna say season 2. I get it. It got rough.
Oh, I like it. I'm just waiting on the rest.
No, okay, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
All right. Yes.
But season 2 also, it looked like they took a step back in animation for a while. So I get why I already wanted the next season.
So I got a question because it's like something I like to ask a lot of people in general, right? Because obviously intro music, outro music is kind of is a staple in anime. But so would you rather anime with a bad intro and bad outro, or a good intro, good outro, bad anime?
Yeah, because I skip the intro in a heartbeat.
Because some people,
I'm only, bro, right now, the only
intros?
intros I'm not skipping is Dandadan.
Hey, get him out of here. This
Solo level
hold on.
intro.
This This season of this new season of Dr. Stone, that intro go crazy.
I ain't seen Dr.
that
Stone.
intro go
that
crazy.
might be just you.
That might be just
No, because y'all don't watch Dr. Stone.
That's what I said. I ain't seen this. That
Is
might
there
be
any Dr.
just you.
Stone watchers? Anybody watch?
Dr. Stone came out when Fire Force came out, like around that time,
Yeah.
and I was like,
I picked Fire Force.
You had to make a choice.
I watched the first season.
Dr. Stone.
I
love
did get
Dr.
Dr.
Stone.
Stone like the first season,
Yeah.
but I was like, I kind of.
Season too much.
Ooh, I ain't gonna. It was just too much. It was too long of a break. I forgot about it.
Yeah, it was.
They didn't open up the world. They traveling now. Like it's so good. It is so.
And Colo, I was like, all right.
Yeah. Well, because you know, somebody had a little bit of favorite, and then he was like, "I'm gonna hook you up." You
That's
know?
crazy. Like rebuilding the world. Cola ain't high on my list.
No, it wasn't. See that. You know.
He bartering with it though. Like when he made
that
that,
still ain't
when he
high
made
on
that
my-
weak ramen.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
Like that week ramen, I was like, bro, this is not the show for me. Because he just like,
You judging it off of the food.
because they don't know no better. So he really just,
The world has been turned to stone. They trying to rebuild it. They ain't got the ingredients to make master ramen.
they didn't
I
know.
feel
he
like you
didn't
should
even-
have better ingredients to make ramen. Like, you sure?
I don't know. I don't
It's
know.
not that hard though to make ramen.
I just feel like he was definitely like you said, Nicole and all that. Like you picking random. Like, bro, what you doing?
No, it was. See, y'all don't even know the story. Y'all ain't gonna be talking about my Dr. Stone, man. Let's hear it. I love my Dr. Stone. Is this anybody's first con at all?
Like,
Oh,
ever?
great.
Okay.
I see
Okay,
all veterans out
yeah,
here.
big veterans. What's the furthest you travel for a con?
Vegas and DreamCon.
DreamCon.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. Was you just at there?
Nah, I went last year.
Ah, okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
we was
right.
there last year too. Yeah, we was
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
This was our fourth year here there.
Yes, 'cause
Last year, the trailer that y'all see that we were gonna show y'all later on. We premiered that at DreamCon last
2
year.
years ago.
2
years ago.
That was 2 years ago.
last
Oh
year.
dang! Oh no, last year we did the Kev on Stage panel. We had Kev on Stage and
What's good?
yeah, Wesley was good and Pierre Steps on our panel and everything. And this year we did the Martian Blueberry, which is the co-creator of the Boondocks, Carl Jones. We did his panel and everything, so that was pretty dope.
So you said you guys, how far have you guys went for a con? Are you guys strictly local cons?
Oh, so C2E2?
C2E2.
Ah, C2E2
That's a good one.
fire.
That's a good
That's
one.
a good
Every
one.
year.
What about y'all? Just stay local?
How many cons do they usually have here in Indy that are pretty much in this realm? I know there's another one.
Anime Crossroads.
Cause you got anime.
Yeah, I know there's some PopCon.
This one, and then what's that other one?
You got Comic Con, FoxCon,
Which is
BlizzCon,
basically
Gen
turning
Con,
into just anime.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Anime Crossroads.
Gen
Gen
Con.
Con?
This hotel, all of the convention center, the stadium, all hotels in Indy. Gen Con is ginormous.
Jeez.
That's a geek anime one.
It's walking around forever.
Wow.
It's more like tabletop gaming, so like Dungeons and Dragons, but everybody who likes Dungeons and Dragons watches the anime. So like it
Yeah.
kind of blends it.
But is that? I mean, is that big for just tabletop gaming?
Tabletop gaming, that's why I can.
Who tabletop games? I actually want to.
Yeah. Didn't y'all take? You do? What do you play?
Dungeons and Dragons, yeah.
Nice,
So
nice.
we've been wanting to as a group. So none of us really tabletop as ever tabletop. Well, I don't know. Have y'all ever?
No, I haven't.
I haven't. So we kind of
I
want
sat
as a
down at the
group.
table,
Uh.
and then the guy got mad, and it was like, "Right, ain't doing this."
So we
Nobody
want
wanna
to kind of start like a series or something like that called Geekset Does, because we want to do a Renaissance fair. We want to do tabletop gaming. We want to do we want to do all the geek stuff. We want to kind of collect our geek coins and everything like that and do all this stuff. But so where's a good starting point for tabletop games?
I go to like the local game shops. They
Okay.
have like Discord, and you can usually kind of like if you go on their Discord and just like stalk them for a little bit. You know, just by how they kind of talk is how you'll figure out if you like it. or not.
Nothing wrong with a good, solid, consensual stalking.
I'm glad you threw consensual in there.
Not everybody can be Joe Goldberg.
Every time though.
No,
No, it's just
Kilo
because I don't
doing
have it.
that.
I have it like facing down.
You said you tabletop? You D&D too?
D&D, Catan.
I heard of
House
Catan.
Betrayal, here and there.
Wait, what was that last one?
House of Betrayal.
I don't know that one.
That sounds amazing.
That was.
So I love.
That sounds like something
What's
I
the
would
long
play.
title? Because so right now I'm in this era of watching long title animes.
I don't even remember. It's like on a house on a hill, Betrayals.
So this Gen Con, want to know a fun fact about it?
But
It started in Milwaukee.
hey,
It moved in 2003 to here.
Okay, hey.
That's
You know what's
interesting.
you know what the most eye opener thing that we saw at DreamCon is that how streamers have taken over everything. So that was a huge convention center, and everywhere we going, all you saw was, "Hey, chat, what's going on, chat? Yo, chat." And I was just like, man, this is different. This is because, like, you know, we record, we bring our camera and everything, but we do more like post content. You know, we post our vlogs, we do our live podcasts, just everything like that. So it's kind of was like very, very different to see so many streamers doing what they call IRL streaming and in real life streaming. Now, any streamers in here? Oh man, dang, that's crazy.
Gamers in here.
Any game.
Oh, gamers. What you gaming on?
Smash, Tekken.
Okay. Oh, so you like fighters?
I mean, hold on. I need to gauge the room. Where are my Xbox people at?
Get him out of here!
Bow.
Where my Nintendo gamers at?
Wow.
Wait, who? Anybody got a Switch too?
Oh,
Hey!
you didn't come to play.
So we PlayStation gamers out here. There we go.
All right, this the wrong place.
So Bacardi's our only Xbox
and Android.
Hey, to be fair,
he
I
does
be
both. He does both.
PC
And
gaming.
he's an Android, you know what I'm saying, user. So
Her
black sheep of the group.
eyes got so wide when you said that. I don't know if y'all
Android?
Say what?
When you said Xbox and Android.
Oh yeah, I'm the
she was like, "This is not the podcast for me."
green bubbles, green Xbox lights, all of it. I'm all green.
The secret of the ooze.
I get, but I get the ridicule everywhere. I don't understand why y'all think PlayStation is like it's not really superior as a console.
We're not about to do this again. We did this for 3 years already.
And Android. It's like just, iPhone is not superior as a console. Like it's just not.
She broke character for you.
I really feel like
she broke character for you.
I feel like anybody who owns iPhones and PlayStation, y'all part of some affiliate program. Affiliate
program is
y'all get paid yearly just to make sure that y'all irritate Xbox and Android people. Like, you feel me? Like that's how I feel.
So you do fighting games. Any other gamers? What type of gaming? Assassin's Creed. Oh, you like your Shadows? Yeah. Well, now I've been doing more side quests than the actual main quest right now. So I really don't know where I'm at progress-wise because I've been doing a lot of side quests. So here's the thing. I'm a sucker for customization. So once they said that I can build my own camp and I can make, I've been building dojos. I've been building waterfall. Like I got
Waterfall.
bro, because you can
Waterfall
build your own assassin hideout. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
Not even.
hey, listen here, bro.
You got a fancy like.
Hey,
hidden
bro,
area.
the way I got my main dojo, then I got where my assassins train, and then there's a waterfall behind it. I went in.
So they train behind the waterfall.
No, it's like you.
A lot. He doing a lot. He doing a lot.
Let me do my customization.
Is he like playing Marvel Rivals?
What?
Oh wow.
No one playing.
Really?
It's just like Overwatch, and I didn't even.
Okay.
You
Fair,
didn't like
fair.
Overwatch either?
Nah, the
What is the
graphics,
matter with
I couldn't even.
you? You 50-50 with me now.
Now,
Xbox, you already, that was 50.
now what about the new Marvel game coming out? They look
Did
like
you
Fighter
see
Z.
the Fighting Marvel one?
It look like Dragon Ball Fighters Z. Any Dragon Ball Fighters Z?
Marvel Doken.
You didn't like Fighters?
I like Sparkling better because I mean, think about it, it's the history. Budokai Tenkaichi 3.
I'll give you that.
That's history.
I'll-
Fighters, they didn't have no get out of an ass whooping.
Okay.
They didn't.
A lot of fighting games don't gotta get out of ass
They
whooping.
did street. All of them do. It's
What you mean to get out of ass whooping?
When you getting on the side of the stage, and you getting beat up. A lot of the times that's just it. Like,
So I think they call that rage quit.
No. They got a move. You got a move set to kind of break the combo.
Where you can just break.
You can
Like
break
combo
that.
breaker.
Yeah, like a combo
Oh,
breaker.
I mean, like, you talking about, yeah. I mean, that was like the cheat button. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Fighters, nah, you just gotta sit there.
And take that L. Get better.
Like Marvel
Get good.
vs.
Or rage
Marvel vs.
quit.
Capcom 2 type stuff. You in the corner just getting juggled.
Or that's what I'm saying. You just rage quit out of there.
no, rage quit. You don't
That's
have to
the
be
button.
rage quitting.
That's the button. If you're trying to get
No,
out of
I
that,
feel.
you rage quit.
So y'all the only two gamers? No other?
I've been playing Crash Bandicoot as a lady.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you took it
You taking it
throwback.
back?
Okay.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's tough.
Retro gaming. You know what's funny? Like I said, so at our studio we got a Super Nintendo, we got a Sega Genesis, Nintendo 64. So we kind of got like a couple of old school games and everything. And so I made the mistake. Come on in, bro. Come on in. I made the mistake, but not necessarily the mistake of re-getting Lion King. And when I tell you,
I didn't remember how stressful that game was.
that game is so stressful.
Like, I
It's
sat
so
down to play
stressful.
that, and I was like, this don't make me happy.
So if you never played the Lion King game, the first stage, The first stage will stress you out, and the issue about those old school games is there was no save marker.
I think that's what
there was no save point.
That's what made great adults though, is knowing that you had to have the real determination to beat a game sitting at that one sitting.
Or you leave your game on and hope that your parents ain't turn it off.
You had to figure it out something. Like you had to figure out something. Like there was no such thing as saving this game for later. It's like I'm finna beat it right now, or I'm about to. And if you, like I said, I feel like when you play an old game now and die, and you realize like I gotta start all the way back over. Like I stopped playing so many retro games. Like I gotta do this all over again.
That's what I'm saying. Like when you forget the stress and you immediately get put back into it, you're like, bro, I don't got time for this no more.
Yeah, but and that's the thing. And then, like I said, and games back in the day used to be a little bit antagonistic.
Antagonistic.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you, fam.
Y'all knew what I was saying. Antagonistic.
That word. He was in the corner getting jumped.
I was in the corner. I needed a combo breaker, but because.
What's your guys' favorite old school game?
Ooh.
Old school game?
Zombies Ate My Neighbors.
I mean, mine
Zombies Ate My Neighbors. I used to love that game so much.
What we call it old school.
Mine is like, yeah, I mean, we are different ages here.
All right, well then, look, somebody can get mad at me. Ninja Gaiden 2.
Ninja Gaiden 2?
That's not that old.
It is. It's old. That game came out in 07.
It is.
That's old. That's old.
I mean,
a person who was born that year.
We're different age groups here. You said.
That's why I asked what we call it old school. I mean, that was me growing up.
Mine is a toss up between. It's always a toss up between Super Mario Brothers 3 or Super Legend of Zelda, the Super Nintendo. Like those Super Legend of Zelda is like one of my favorite top down dungeon. You know what I'm saying? Like with Super Mario 3, like the Wizard, like that movie. Oh, that's still one of my favorite movies ever.
Okay.
Second choice. Then what about Mario 64?
Oh.
Okay.
Before everybody ruined it with all the speed running.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, yeah.
I'm gonna go with either Perfect Dark
Ooh.
or Batman Forever on the Genesis.
Bro,
Batman Forever.
So, bro, I used to love video games based off of movies.
That was a very interesting choice.
I used to love
a movie license as a favorite is crazy.
Terminator 2, the Genesis Terminator 2 game was so fun.
Games to beat.
Let's go talk about the GameCube. Just keep talking about GameCube.
I'm not a fan of the GameCube.
Of course, because you.
I'm not a fan of the GameCube.
I mean,
GameCube was Nintendo's best system to this day.
That is a hot take.
To this day.
you doing a lot.
To this day.
We already had this debate.
To this day.
I'm gonna have top 3. I will have to give it.
Say that again.
I think it's better than
No,
N64 is clear. N64 is number one.
Yes.
And I got Super Nintendo over GameCube.
That's cool. Y'all can be wrong.
Right,
You didn't like Super Nintendo?
Top 2 and it's not 2.
GameCube put it up.
I wasn't a fan of GameCube.
Top 2 and it's not 2.
Y'all doing a lot. Y'all too young for me because Nintendo stuff definitely is the original Nintendo. All them is the children. Them all babies.
Just because it came first don't mean
Just because it came later don't mean nothing. You get better with time.
That's what's good because you learn from your ancestors.
You learn. Damn, I need to get better than this.
We've already had this. Like I told everybody.
Compare everything to Boruto.
Like I've already told. Like Nintendo was one of the first consoles that literally already had 4-player gaming. It had all the accessories. It had everything that's in every other console going forward. Nintendo had that for its own self.
It did.
Already.
That's cool. And
Like,
then they came back years later. Like, this is cool, but we can be better. And they came out with the GameCube.
Let's add the 4 controllers on the console.
They said we don't need you to have a closet full of extra attachments. Let's put it in one game system.
But they never had them. At Super Nintendo 64, none of them had no trackpad.
They didn't need
Ain't
it.
no power gloves.
Because they realized that shit was gimmicks. They were like, bro, we don't need gimmicks anymore.
Then they went back to the Wii and gave us all back again.
Wait, so is any racing game enthusiasts here? Do y'all actually used the wheel? I've never used the wheel.
I had the wheel.
I had the wheel with the Mario Kart.
The wheel is really great.
64.
Really?
You played Mario Kart with the wheel?
Cruising USA 64.
Wait. I feel like I missed a joke over here. What is going on? Y'all use the wheel?
Crying laughing.
That's what I'm saying. We definitely missed something over here.
Like,
So with the wheel, like I said, here's the thing. I'm a cat. I like to sit back and chill and game. So like if I got to do all that extra stuff, I'm like I'll do it at an arcade, but not at the house. I don't need all that extra stuff. That's why the Wii wasn't like the Wii was cool when I had like you know, we do like a family get together or something like that. But it was just like I just couldn't sink my teeth into playing the Wii. Yeah. You know, even with the gun, like I said, it was weird. Like, yeah, you gotta hold that little thing, try to make fake it like it's a gun in the shooting game. It was just like,
I ain't gonna hold you. Go ahead.
I don't ever remember myself just being like, I'm gonna play the MJ experience by myself.
That's where we differ.
I mean,
that's where we differ.
You know,
Because I was in there.
That's a workout.
I was in there trying my hardest to dance.
That's when the Xbox was doing something with the Kinect.
The Kinect was, that's all. You know what I'm saying? The Kinect, I'm mad they got rid of it.
Wii Sports was fun though.
Also, because I was in there trying my hardest boxing.
Wii boxing. I mean,
but
Wii boxing still going.
Wii boxing to take you out though. Like you really realize like maybe I'm not a boxer.
Maybe I understand why these rounds is 3 minutes.
Because you get winded so fast.
man. Who's your friends and who are not.
Right. So you know what's funny? We was at DreamCon and I had this realization. So they had an actual wrestling ring in DreamCon and people was
Any
actually
wrestling fans out here?
and people was actually wrestling.
My goodness, y'all sound like y'all.
He's our resident wrestler.
Hurt your heart.
Try, bro.
Welcome to the club.
But
no,
especially the guys in here for sure. We've all had that moment when we was kids. We was wrestling. We was doing wrestling moves and everything. And then you had a moment where we was like, I probably can do this and everything like that.
I could high fly. I could jump, right?
So in my mind, I was like, I'm a high flyer. I'm jumping off the top ropes. I'm doing the whole thing, right? Being up close to a ring and hearing that. And actually, like, I don't know what I thought the ring was, but I thought like the ring was a little bit softer or something. I don't know. But that ring, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be a submission person. I'm not gonna be doing because this one lady, like I said, she was actually in the event wrestling, and she tried to do like the jump over the ropes, which I was like, that's gonna be me. And then she kind of stumbled, and I said, yeah, that's not gonna be me.
That was gonna be me.
And so it's funny when you start seeing things in real life, you like realize like maybe I was definitely a little bit, you know, ambitious about, you know, where I could go. So like I said, with the Wii Sports was always fun, but it was a lot of moments you was like, man, I could have swore I could have been good at like tennis, and it was like, I'm already tired on the second match.
I ain't gonna hold you. I used to be going back and forth with Mama about me and her finna play Wii Sports against each other.
Well, it's different with mom. So like I said, when it's family, you living off the rivalry now. It's like don't let your brother, you know, like that's when it's like, okay, now I'm just working off of adrenaline and everything. So it's like, but it's just like it's crazy how, like I said, these games they got so interactive.
Yeah.
In regards to that, when you think about it.
Yeah.
Who do y'all think is the most famous video game character?
Mario.
We got Sonic too, though. That's what I'm saying.
Sonic. Come on now.
Sonic the most famous though.
Sonic got a game coming out. Sonic got a racing game coming out. They announced it at Summer Game Fest. It do look fire. It looked fire, but unfortunately Mario Kart also came out this week. So
I mean, I always feel like I always try to argue. I feel like people don't give Pac-Man enough respect as he needs.
I'll give you that.
Or Pac-Man.
That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like Pac-Man don't get the respect.
I ain't seen Pac-Man at the Olympics though. Mario been at the Olympics.
But
Mario been at the
so
Olympics.
Sonic.
Yeah, but Mario was there first.
No, it started off Mario and Sonic.
Okay, all right.
They didn't want to beef at first. They came in together.
Okay. Do Pikachu count, or is that? Do Pikachu count?
Are y'all trying to get Pikachu as a gaming or anime character?
Yeah, I wouldn't consider him a gaming.
But wasn't they was a game first, wasn't they?
No, sir.
Pocket Monster. I could have sworn Pocket Monster was first.
I think the game was first.
Yeah, before her. Yeah.
They made this. Hold on. The game was before
this. Yeah, Pokemon Red and Blue came out. Then when the anime got big, that's why they came out with the yellow version.
Yeah.
Because they wanted to capitalize on that, if I remember correctly.
So Pikachu definitely.
I think the game came out second.
You think so? The other way?
I have a we have mini computers.
Here in the States.
I told my mom I wanted Red and Blue.
Yeah.
Mm.
Sure.
Like I feel like maybe in the States
sure
that we
it
got
came
the
out
cartoon all that
after.
late.
I'm trying to think because I could have swore I did a Watch Mojo list on this.
That
The
was
Pokemon games were first.
Yep. All right.
So
here or in general.
I guess if we're talking in general.
I'm like release, like not just released in the United States, but just in general.
Yeah, Japan. Then Japan released Pokemon the game first.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Not the U.S.
So what about America? We are America.
I I definitely thought the concept of the cartoon. I feel like that was way bigger than the game at first. I would have thought the cartoon would have came out first.
So to his point, in America it did. The cartoon came out in '97 in America, and then the games hit worldwide in '98.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, that would make sense for us then. Okay.
So you were right.
Remember, I got a Game Boy and both versions for Christmas one year.
I did too, and I was already liking the anime.
So you already watched the cartoon?
They was already all together for me.
All right, so what's your starter Pokemon?
Are we talking about like
Gen 1.
OG.
Squirtle?
all the way?
Any
Squirtle Squad here?
You said Squirtles?
I was just saying, like,
You gotta go Charmander.
He's really good.
You want Bulbasaur?
Charmander.
So we got, how many Squirtles do we got in the building? We got 2 Squirtles. All right. Charmander. We got,
Well, I ain't got time for
I'll
you.
take a
I
Charmander.
don't.
So we got 4 Charmanders.
I really
Are the
don't.
rest of y'all
Bulbasaurs?
Bulbasaurs? Like,
How
wait,
many-
what's your starter Pokemon? You seem like are you not a Pokemon fan?
Just say you don't know what you're talking about. I don't either.
I played whatever game my dad bought.
Oh, fair.
He didn't buy Pokemon. He bought like I had the Nintendo DS. That was the only thing I had, and I played like Pets, and then I played
all
Pets,
like the Barbie games and the like
Pets.
Yeah.
Polly Pocket games.
I did play a lot of the Legend of Zelda games.
Hey.
Which Zelda was your favorite?
My cousins would play Pokemon all the time, and I like did not know how to play. And I went through like my stuff from like my childhood, like not that long ago, and I found a deck of Pokemon cards that I had stolen from them.
Ooh.
So I'm like, guys.
They probably worth something too.
Hey,
You
you
don't
right.
even know it.
Money.
Hey,
You
I
just
feel-
sitting on butt. Right, you just sitting on butt.
Like I had a my younger brother. Like he was pretty much like he was a big Pokemon person. I didn't know nothing about Pokemon, and I always feel like there was nothing worse. Like it was nothing more toxic than people who knew how to play Pokemon with people who didn't know how to play. Because it felt like even if you were like a sports person, like I feel like how people play Madden. Where if you don't know how to play Madden, somebody just like starts doing the audibles and everything and changing the whole play before you like even can hike the ball. You like, bro, I just like, can you just pick your play and I pick my play and we just because like you would do all these audibles and you change the whole lineup. Like that's how I felt Pokemon was to me. Cause that was like the only game my little brother was like a master. He probably wasn't even a master. I just didn't know nothing about Pokemon.
He just that's the one game he can beat you in.
He just knows
Grin on
enough
his
more than
face
you.
when I used to just pick he looks good. And I pick him. He's like,
go.
Okay. It's just like so. It's like I've never.
And you know that was a moment for him. Little brother beating big brother.
Like,
Oh
Pokemon,
yeah.
whatever it was, and I only knew like even to this day I probably know like, maybe 10 Pokemon. Probably.
That's crazy.
Say off the top of my
That's
head.
crazy. There's a whole rap about it, bro.
I'm saying, learn the lyrics, bro.
Hey, you call yourself a geek? Yeah.
Like,
Say it again.
Pokemon
Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh.
Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh.
Let's go Digimon. That's all I need.
Independent show or game.
Oh yeah. Ooh, thank you. Yeah, we talking show.
Show hands down on Digimon.
Yeah, show we going Digimon
I
games.
ain't gonna hold you. I
ain't gonna-
always thought Digimon was just like the.
You wrong.
Market
It's okay.
value
You
version.
sound like
I was saying. So here's the thing.
Like,
Listen. I ain't never watched Digimon. I ain't never watched VR Troopers. I ain't never watched Big Bad Beetle. Because they listen. They
Hey,
was all
I'm about to start a new
It's
podcast.
Power Rangers
All
and
three
it's
of them,
Pokemon.
It is going to be me.
It's Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh.
I don't want any of them on this one anymore.
It's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers or nothing. What are you talking about?
they bad Beetleborgs though.
Like what's going
Big
on?
ass
With
Beetleborgs.
Pokemon? I was like, nah, these are just robotic Pokemon.
They wasn't though.
I thought
They
they
were
were
digital
Pokemon.
monsters.
They just robotic
They
Pokemon.
weren't though. They were
Like,
digital monsters.
It's hilarious that it was pocket monsters and digital monsters. Like
That's
that was
crazy.
just like it didn't make any sense to me.
It
Like,
ain't have to make sense. It was great.
didn't they evolve too? In Digimon, didn't they evolve?
But Pokemon, once they evolved, they were stuck. Digimon, you stayed to your roots.
What you mean?
You could evolve and go back to your
They got
roots.
bars, man. What y'all
You
talking
want
about?
Yeah.
All right.
And the movie was great.
The movie was good.
Now, if we talking games though, the games is trash. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The games is trash.
Well, have you played the newer ones though?
I haven't. So they got one that's coming out.
Turn-based, though. Do you like turn-based?
I
Yes.
hate turn-based. I hate
Speaking
turn-based
of
games.
turn-based,
Why am I playing a turn-based game on a console?
let me tell
This
you
is not
why.
cards.
Let me tell you why. Have you ever? Let me tell you why. Because you should play Claire Obscure Expedition
not play
33.
it.
Yes, you
No.
should. That game is
Expedition
so
33 is
fire.
amazing. I've been
It's so
switching
great.
that.
It's a turn-based game.
I saw it
but-
and I was like, is this turn-based?
It's so good. It is because they got quick time events. You can dodge. You can dodge. You can
Still
parry.
turn-based though. It's still turn-based. That's what it can be
I don't wanna
entertaining
wait
and
my-
action, but then it's
Action.
It's turn-based. Because now then I have to
haste,
wait.
you can
I don't want
skip
to
time.
wait. I just want to
Like,
play.
It sounds like you don't have patience.
I don't.
That's tragic.
I don't have patience. I got kids.
But see, I feel like Expedition 33. What I like about that one because I feel like it makes you have to pay attention to the turns.
Yeah.
When they attack you, now you got to dodge and parry or try. You know what I'm saying? Like so you steady actually keep pressing the buttons. Like you're not really feeling like you're not doing anything.
I just beat this boss where you had to dodge 156 times. That's why the title.
I saw that. I saw the stream.
My stream was, can I dodge 156 times?
You have to dodge. Hold on, I didn't get to him yet. I didn't get to him yet.
Look.
Wow.
So if your defense is high, because the first time I fought it,
you are not
it was
selling
one
me
hit
on the
kill.
game.
It was one hit kill.
Okay.
So I was
Is it
like,
another one of those puppets?
Anti.
no, it's just like a stage boss. He on one of the islands.
Like a secret boss. Like what
Yeah,
else?
secret
Like I said,
boss.
I'm the bad guy.
It sounds so stressful. It sounds so stressful.
It sounds like y'all don't like challenges. You
Listen,
played Elden Ring.
I played Elden Ring. What you talking about like challenges? Listen, I struggled
So
through
you know-
Elden
so you
Ring
know, it was a challenge.
for months.
It was, look, can I dodge 156 times?
50 times that you have to die.
So I'm gonna
I
let
mean,
you know.
is it like?
No, so it's like you got turned. So like once my defense was up enough, I wasn't one hit death anymore. So I missed a couple. I saw I hit 150, 156.
You hit 150 out of
It took
150.
5 minutes because they quick. It's quick. Like the way he attacking,
So you can't parry at all? It's just all dodges?
you can probably parry it if you got to. But my timing for parry wasn't good enough. Like I tried that, I died instantly.
I didn't. But,
Parry though, it still messes you.
so he can't touch you pretty much. Like you just can't get.
No,
hit by
yeah,
it.
you're just not supposed to get hit.
That's crazy.
But you have to actually go to 150 something times.
Yeah, so after his 156 attack, he you could tell he must be tired because the nigga sit down.
I bet.
And then he
After
just explode.
156.
Oh, so you just got so that's crazy.
Yeah.
I think he just get frustrated.
That's all you is?
It's easy to like time it because it just goes.
It's just, sometimes they speed up, sometimes it slows down.
but it's the same move.
It's the same move. So once you get to it,
He's like, nah.
So
This is not selling me at all.
I didn't tell you this game was gonna. I didn't say that was the fight was gonna
He
say
could
the
have been
game.
got
I
that
just
over
said
with.
about the challenge.
Had to go back and level up some more. Like, boy, you.
Like I said, it's just if your timing's not right, it's all about timing.
Right.
That's an entire game.
So you died by you died by one hit and went level up, so you didn't get killed by one hit.
Yeah, that's essentially.
you
I played the game more and it's like.
Okay, and
Yeah.
then go back to it.
What's up?
I ain't trying to get personal, but what's your favorite Disney song?
Ooh.
Hey, you gonna do that?
No, this is this
You gonna do that? You gonna do that, Mo?
I know. So, yeah.
favorite Disney song.
Everybody got one in their pocket.
Ooh.
Oh, we're not even talking just Disney song like from the movies now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like a cheat
Eye to
code.
eye?
that's definitely a cheat code.
It's definitely.
Like I'm definitely trying to think about something a little farther.
I'm gonna go.
All right, so throw out something. What's your favorite Disney?
Colors of the Wind.
Oh, classic.
I feel like you got one in the pocket.
No, we were just talking about this, so I'm really like trying to think about it.
The one from Princess of the Frog. I don't know the name.
Which one?
Which one?
From the person in front.
Bella the Ball.
How you didn't see that movie?
He's trying to whisper it.
Just threw me under the bus already.
The one when she was singing with the guy.
Okay, yo.
No.
No.
Crazy. How to finish each other's sandwiches. I love that.
Oh, that's for Frozen. Yeah, okay.
I'll do Let It Go.
Ooh,
Let it
so
go. I mean,
I take
Frozen.
because I got two little daughters. I got tired of her. Like, let it go. I'm over it. I'm over it.
When Kingdom Hearts did it, I was
I'm over
fair.
it.
You got one in the back corner.
Go on to 90s. I'll make a man.
Oh,
Oh, that's a great one. That's a great
I'll
one.
take it.
how far I go, Moana. That's my joint. I ain't gonna hold you. That go hard.
You know what?
What's going on?
It's Kiss the Girl.
Kiss the girl.
No, 'cause I mean this sha la 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 la. I mean this. That's my part. I'd be ready to sha la la right with you.
Kiss the girl.
Kiss the
You know
One
what?
of my-
Wait, what was
Under the Sea is like my shit. Like,
Under the Sea is great too.
what was the Latin's one? The one where he pretty much
Oh, show you the world.
no, not show the world the street rat. Yeah. So am I the only one that feels like all right? Let's hear it. Aladdin is he's pretty much Future out here. Like he was scamming. Was he not scamming? Was he not the most? Was he not the best scammer? He was kind of toxic. He was like
It's the whole plot line. The whole plot line was him scamming. The whole plot line with him scamming. But I'd have to go with From Zero to Hero.
Ooh.
From Zero to Hero is good.
Disney Tabernacle.
Yes.
The room shaking.
Yeah. So we went at DreamCon. One of our guys, his name is O, and he does what's called the Disney Tabernacle. And now it is not a karaoke. It is literally a sing along. And when I say he had about 600 people in there, and
no, he said 1,000. He
had 1,000. He had
1,000
people in that room, and you would have swore you was at church on Sunday. As soon as the song came on, so the show Deception. Everybody like, oh!
It was pressure.
Because two words on the screen
goes
nowhere.
down.
For me, I was like, okay, I like Disney songs, but I did not this much.
Yeah.
Like,
if you ever go anywhere and you see the words, yeah.
You said well, no.
If you ever see the Disney Tabernacle, go to it. It is an experience that you ain't never experienced in your life. Yeah. It is so fun.
I know he wants to take it to other cons, so I'm so excited to see that go other places.
Yeah.
Right. So we doing straight to 7? Or we going over? What y'all want to do?
How you guys feeling? You guys got somewhere to be at the 7?
All right, we'll kick it.
We'll kick it a little bit.
We'll kick it a little bit.
Anybody got any other questions?
Well,
I like these questions.
I guess I want to ask because we haven't gotten to movies or whatever. Like, has everybody caught up?
Hold on, he had a question.
Yeah, his. He never.
I was gonna say
It's all good. Like if you remember, just let us know. But movies.
Yeah, I was gonna say has everybody caught up on like MCU? Are we good on?
Wait, why should I worry?
Why should I worry? Hey, a new one that just came out, and I'm pretty sure everybody's maybe you've heard of it. My brother.
Hey, I ain't gonna hold you.
What you doing with my brother?
All of the songs.
Are y'all liking Are y'all liking the live action Disney?
No. What?
You do?
You are.
I was not sold originally on the Mufasa, but the Mufasa was perfectly done.
Mufasa wasn't. I didn't enjoy Mufasa.
No, she's like, am I the only?
I haven't watched it.
That's what we're talking about. The brother.
I liked it. I liked how they did the story.
She about to crash out. She like, wait a minute. Hold up now. Hold up now.
Definitely, like I'm not getting no love today. This is crazy.
So how to train the dragon? Y'all not here for it?
I don't like it because I feel like it takes away from the animation. It tries to be like, look, animation's like a pre-trial, a test run.
I like that.
And that's in it. I don't like it. Live action. It doesn't need a live action.
Animation is a viable medium. I get you. I feel
like the live. You just can't get what you get out of an animation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like not to put against live action. I think they're great, but it's just really hard to take a really good cartoon animation and really this is a human being now, so you can't do over the top
things.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you're saying, like getting burnt by a dragon and just like you
that might be
like that. You know what I'm saying?
So that's what I was going to ask. So One Piece live action actually surprised me. I went in thinking it was. So here's the thing. All right. So I love One Piece live action. I love live, like I want live action anime to get like the Marvel treatment, I want it to be taken serious, right? And so when they did Cowboy Bebop, I was let down. It wasn't what I wanted it to be, right?
Fair.
And I was like, man, right? So then they did the live action One Piece, and I was like, all right, this is probably gonna be some more trash. And I was like, wait, I'm actually surprised because the one thing that for me it was the emotional beat, right? And I said, wait, I'm really caring about this. I'm very emotionally invested. And I was like, okay, this is a good start. The way I pictured it, I said, like, as much as we love Iron Man 1 wasn't the best movie, but it was a great launching point for Marvel to be taken serious from what we've got, right? So I was like, okay, if this is where we're going, I was like, I'm excited about that. And then I was like, oh crap, they're doing Avatar again, and I was like, that movie was in this whole trash, and I was like, okay, wait a minute. So here's the thing.
No.
I was okay with it only because.
I feel like I got judged there again.
No, I'm not the movie. The show. Only because, the casting was like, yeah.
The one thing about the Avatar live action that I really hated is they took out the comet.
They did.
And taking out the comet takes away the stakes. That was the whole reason Aang did everything he had to do in the order he did. Mm-hmm. So you take that out, now it's just a little kid trying to learn the elements.
Yeah.
Action-wise, it was fun, but it's like you kind of killed the story to me.
Yeah, okay, I can see that. And then it's more so just like, am I caring about these characters? Are they going to hit these emotional beats and everything? So I'm just like, right now it's in a weird space. It's like, all right, it's like we move up and then we go down a little bit, move up. And so it's like, I'm just waiting for that one that's a surefire hit.
Did anybody watch it? Bet. Isn't that what the Kakaguri one was?
The Kakaguri?
Only because
I love Kakaguri.
I feel like they already did.
They did a Japanese.
They did a Japanese version.
This is the American live action.
The Japanese version, or you like the American version? Because I like the gender swap American version.
I didn't know the American version was gender swap.
I didn't even give it a shot.
I saw the trailer.
Are y'all Kakaguri fans?
Yeah. She had a question though.
It was trash.
I don't know if you had to be sorry about that.
It was trash.
I don't know if anybody was gonna.
As a Death Note fan, I was appalled. That and the Attack on Titan.
Okay, hold on. We'll get to that.
Completely unnecessary movie.
Alice in Borderlands.
Let's get to that.
Alice in Borderlands is a good. That's a good live action anime. But you know, because like there's a lot of live action animes on Netflix. Like
Which I didn't know either.
The one that
I really stopped at the Attack on Titan. I was like, y'all can't.
The one that was very, very like C or D list that was like, I was like, okay, it's not good, but it's like, it's not bad, was Assassination Classroom live action. Assassination Classroom live action. Yeah. It was Japanese made. So it was still then. And I was like, it's not that good, but it's not bad. It's like, it's one of those like cult classes, like if you like surf ninjas, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know.
You had another one you were about to say?
That's how I feel about like the Tokyo Revengers live action. Like
Ooh, I didn't try it
They
yet.
got a live action for that?
Yes.
Is it Japanese made?
Aren't they? Like, there's like no wait time for these.
their wigs were spot on. Usually they like switch it up. No, it was spot on.
Really?
That's so interesting. I didn't know they had one.
That would be a good one to like make live action, you know, because it's all but hands, you know.
Nothing but hands.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, Windbreaker live action, I'm here for.
Oh, I can't wait. Ooh,
Yeah, Windbreaker, I'm here for. I'll watch that.
I need them to give me a sports anime live action. Give me a Kuroko's basketball live action. I'm here.
Give me a Hajime.
Y'all want to get into the documentary?
Yeah, okay.
Yep. All right. So one of the things that we embarked on as because we're fans of this culture, we love this culture and everything like that. So we started a process. We announced it in Forbes that we're going to do a documentary called the Black Geek Documentary. Now, one of the things that we love about like nerd culture and geek culture is the subgenre and everything called blerd culture, which is black nerds. And when we first started this podcast, we just wanted to show that, like, you know, hey, black people are also into these things, right? So we were just having conversations about it. As we continued our walk of life and our path during this process, we started having these conversations with different people, celebrities and everything like that, and we realized that everybody has what we call as the geek point, right? No matter what walk of life you are, you have something that you geek out about. And we started having these conversations. It was like a lot of people that we was having conversations with that you would find that they nerd out about certain things that you didn't know about, right? So I remember, like, well, you know, one of the things I always like to bring up is I interviewed Ice Cube's son, O'Shea Jackson Jr. And so when I was interviewing him, the one question that I asked him was like, you know, what do you want to do within this culture? And he wanted to be the person that brings video game movies to, like, you know, big platforms. So this was before Fallout. This was before The Last of Us came out. So when all the, like, the video game movies was kind of like getting a bad rap, he was, like, this was 3 years ago, he said that he wanted to be part of the team, you know, people that make sure that you get the good ones, where we get everything like that, right? So it was like, it was really dope. And then when I was having the conversation with him, I was like, well, what got you into this nerd culture? And he was like, yeah, my dad used to send me, you know, Dragon Ball Z and introduce me to, like, Sailor Moon. I said, Ice Cube. I said, NWA Ice Cube is the one that was you.
You just saying my dad casually, like, wait,
yeah. What make it funny,
like Ice Cube?
Yeah. Man left recording. It was a good day. And it was like, hey, that Dragon Ball Z.
Right.
That's what he meant.
Right.
That's why he left NWA. Like, man, go out here.
You know, and then, like, I got a chance to interview Jay Ellis during the height of Insecure, and we got the only interview where he was talking about, you know, he wants to play a superhero, but he's like, he loves Blue Marvel. That's who he want to play. And I said, oh, you really in the deeper comics if you know who Blue Marvel is, and kind of go into that. And we got to interview Cedric Yarbo, who is the voice actor of Stink Meaner and Tom DuBois in the Boondocks. Boondocks, and he was our podcast was the podcast that solidified, unfortunately, that the Boondocks is not coming back. Like, you know, so like, you know, but it was
Don't take that on us.
Yeah, right. He offered that up. But I say this to say, like, we have these conversations and you start finding out different things about we talked to rappers, actors, comedians, and you just start finding different things that people geek out about. So we was like, we want to document this culture. We want to document, because when we started seeing it and we started seeing a lot of black people and just into it, it was like, this is a subgenre of the culture that is embedded in love, that is embedded in, you know, collaboration and everything. And we was like, we want to put our mark on this corner. And so,
and I do want to say, coming from Milwaukee, unless you had your own group of friends, like there isn't really a space for it. Like we've been Geekset Podcast for about 7 years now, but like I said, we all come from different ages and we all have our own journey of like, well, I didn't really tell people I was watching this or I used to be on this because nobody cared, or, you know what I'm saying, or teased you. So it's like more, even still, like we are really the only geek podcast in Milwaukee.
In Milwaukee,
still.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying, after doing, because it's really not a thing. So like that was kind of our I guess you said like our point to get out. You know what I'm saying? Realizing that we were doing this ourselves in Milwaukee and not a lot of people knew about it. So just bringing that kind of exposure to just letting, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you start attracting more people who are open to now say, you know what I'm saying, like they do like these shows and like, you know what I'm saying? So that's why, so it helped us a lot in expanding, just creating the culture in Milwaukee and moving it on to
I was like, make sure it's still on.
Yep, and then like, you know, and the one thing that we the one thing that we did notice with it is that the stereotypical nerd that we see in movies and TVs, that's not the case no more. We are not the butt of the jokes. We are not the what's not cool and everything. Like if there's a movie or a TV show that comes out and it is not a spinoff of a graphic novel, a comic book, a video game, there's a good chance that it's not going to be successful right now. Like I said, we've been seeing that, and because we are a podcast,
for better or for worse,
and because we're a podcast that blend hip hop culture and geek culture together, you notice hip hop culture is embedded in everything as well. Everybody is getting, you know, a little bit of swagger and everything like that. So we was like, yeah, we definitely want to document this. So we spent 2.5 years going to convention. We went to C2E2, Anime Milwaukee, Crunchyroll Expo, DreamCon. We was going to all of these. We had people helping us out, representing out in Anime LA. We had some people, like I said, doing like DevCon overseas, and we just documented the culture, because the one thing that we wanted to focus on was that the culture has a voice, right? Because even though Geekset is here, we always say the culture should have a voice in a documentary about the culture. And so now the next step that we got to do is we have our hero interviews. So we have a couple of celebrities that want to be down and help us out. Kev on stage, Cleo Thomas, Dorm Taman, a couple of like big name voice actors and actresses like Deborah Wilson, Phil Lamar, Carl Jones, co-creator of the Boondocks. And so our next step is to get out to California. Kev on stage offered to let us use his studio for us to film actually these last interviews and everything. So we put out our teaser trailer 2 years ago, right? And again, it was just a start to kind of show our journey and everything that we did in regards to that, and we would like to share it with you guys.
One thing that I absolutely love about the culture is that it's still embedded in black culture.
White geeks still rock Dunks or Jordans, and they also talk about Batman versus Superman. Batman is Superman is literally Brown versus Jordan. Dragon Ball Z, that would make my whole trajectory and life change. Don't nobody talk to me. My shit is on.
Oh, that's a speaker.
It's coming out of there.
Like geek culture has helped me through some of the highs in my life, through some of the lows in my life. It's always been there, sort of like an undercurrent to everything I did.
There was no term for it. It was just, this is what I'm doing.
I love us in it. I love the fact that we take things and we always make it better.
Very quick teaser trailer.
Yeah. So,
and that was just a highlight. It was a highlight because, like I said, that was just a lot of our.
Thank you.
A lot of our convention touring. So right there. So I mean, like I said, a lot of our content right now is through the last couple of conventions we went through, and just interviewing people in that space has been great. I mean, just even learning more about people and where they are in life. A lot of people who started their careers in cosplaying and everything. Like so just the culture of geek and nerd in general has become profitable even for people who love, you know what I'm saying? And I
It's
think
became
that's
mainstream.
Yeah, and I think that's really what's great about it, because it's something that, like you said, even for us as people growing up with it, and in a sense being ashamed for it at some point in life. Now, if you really, really, can embrace it, you can actually make a life of it. Like you can find, you can find your own kind of like business, your own passion, your own path.
There's there's people that's famous for being a cosplayer. You know what I'm saying? We took some photos downtown at a lot of these conventions, and there's certain people who cosplay the exact same person every year. But they're so popular because they look like it, or they killed that cosplay that is like, this is their career now. They go convention to convention and travel.
What a job, huh?
Right, and so, with the way, because we love this culture and we're so much fans of this culture, one of the also things that we wanted to focus on was making sure that we report on this culture with responsibility, So
we talk about the highs, we talk about the lows. We'll come in there, obviously every culture has issues with it. Like there are things that people on the fringe, if they do too much.
Right.
So you got to talk about that.
And especially, saying, and like I said, we're allies to every community,
Yeah, I hear you.
Right. Yeah, she was like, yeah, hold it down. Right. But, so, because like I said, I remember the very, very first time that, like I said, I think it was Anime Milwaukee when they did the fashion show.
No, that was MightyCon.
That was MightyCon? No, the trans one?
Was that when they were in front of us?
Yeah. So thank you.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
And it was one of those ones like we used to cover as press, and you know what I'm saying. And so they was doing like the whole catwalk, the death drop, and everything. And so I just remember sitting in front stage, and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. The cosplays was killing it. It was coming out so fierce. I was like, I didn't even know about this part of the con, because like I said, we do Artist Alley, we talk to the cosplayers, but there's so many panels, so many informative things, and so like that was amazing to see. I love the conversations around just like, consent and being like, respectable to, like I said, women in general in geek culture. Like I said, they're doing cosplay. A lot of women they're doing accurate cosplay, and we know. I mean, come on, it's anime, so we know how anime goes. There's fan service, but that does not mean that it's free range to act a fool out here, right? So I just love being able to be a part of these conversations and as an ally, and saying like, look, we're going to talk about this culture that we love the most, but we're not going to shy away from the things that we want to see corrected, or the things that we need to fix as a community. And and there's ways to have these conversations without it seeming like you're lecturing somebody or anything like that. There's ways to have these conversations respectful and everything. So that's kind of like our focus with this documentary, because the goal is that if I told you, hey, there's a documentary coming out about geeks, I want you to have a pride point about it. Like, I can't wait to see it. I don't want you to be like, okay.
You don't want it to feel like
I don't want it to be a Dragon Ball Evolution. I don't want that. I don't want people to be like, we don't talk about that documentary right there, And so it's like, it's one of those things that, again, that's why we say the culture has a voice. So I say that to always ask, and we like to do this at the end of when we premiere our trailer. If somebody told you that there was a documentary about geeks and geek culture, what are some things that you would say, if this is not in the documentary,
it's a wash?
It's a wash.
That's a good question. The struggles, I guess. Struggles of ones who were like, now that anime is mainstream and all this stuff now, people used to get clowned back in the day in school for like, you watching all this Pokemon and nowadays it's like people just do it to be cool.
Right.
Yeah.
That crossroad of how it was before it became mainstream, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's great. Like I think it's great that we want to expose. We're not necessarily exposed, but people that we talk to, with the people that we talk to, you definitely want to make sure you get a backstory on like just what it was. You know what I'm saying, when you first became, because I feel like that's just how it goes. Like sometimes we find a love for something that most people really don't have a love for, and then you gotta kind of defend it for yourself as you grow older. You know what I'm saying, grow with it. So and that's how I feel. Like I feel like now, like I said, with everything being more mainstream, it's easier, and I think that we forget how hard it was at first, because it's so much easier now to just be embracing it, where it's like, no, this was really something that I held real dear to me. And I think people who do live in that space tend to gatekeep or whatever for everybody who's newer and gets into it, because they don't have to deal with that.
Hey, I love the honesty.
The honesty was crazy.
She said elitist, and then she said that was me. But that's the thing. Like I said, because one of the things, and I'm very vocal about this, and I don't care how big the crowd or how small the crowd is, I'm always say it. we gotta stop quizzing women about their anime knowledge.
What you mean is you quiz everybody about their anime knowledge.
Nah.
Quiz guys, quiz girls, you quiz everyone.
Equal opportunity.
Right.
I mean, it is. Yeah, that's what I said. Like, it's still wicked, even though everything is getting like it's more popular. You still get the face.
Yeah.
Like if someone asks you, like, "Oh, I watch anime," you still get the. Do you watch anime?
Yeah.
You know, like, and it's like we still. Like I said, we still haven't hit that. It still ain't welcome enough that just saying I watch anime.
Right.
Like, saying I watch anime should sound just as much as I watch basketball. You're saying like it should be
Right.
kind of commonplace, and it's still
I
not
quiz
there
people about
yet.
basketball. What you mean?
In the documentary, you have to ask who's the top three. You gotta.
Wait, so we saying top 3 or big 3?
Big three.
Do a big 3?
The big. I mean, yeah, you gotta talk about the big three.
Yeah.
I mean, but I feel like that's really. I feel like that's like the most gatekeeping is like question.
But it is though.
It's the start.
To be honest, something about anime is gatekeeping. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
if you was really raised up on it and you was really in it, you know it. It's no debate about it. So
All right, so I got a question. So there's two debate. There's 3 debate talking points that we always hear. I want to ask, what is more annoying, Batman with prep time, or can you beat Goku?
As far as the statement, or who can Goku beat?
Because Batman with prep time, they treat Batman with prep time like he is God.
Hey, listen, Batman with prep time. But then
The fact that Batman with prep time is like a debate against can Goku beat Batman with prep is like.
well, no, it's in
like-
general. People, it's in general. No matter what anime character comes out, somebody gonna ask you, but can they beat Goku though? That's no matter what anime character, you're gonna be like, oh, this anime character, but can he beat Goku? And any superhero, we're like, well, who could beat this? Who could beat this villain? Well, I mean, Batman with prep time. Like those are the talking points each time.
It's so annoying.
Hey, that's a crazy comeback to that.
I mean, truth be told, if I actually.
I'm liable to punch you if you answer.
But truth be told, if I was a cancer survivor, I would probably have a shirt made like Goku's next.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
would be funny.
Like,
Hey,
you know what I'm
that'd be
saying?
funny.
Like,
All right. Anybody else? If somebody said it's a documentary about geeks, what needs to be in this documentary?
We're killing it. I mean, we killing it.
I mean, we got it all. We got it all wrapped up there.
All right.
Go.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Have y'all talked to any like black people that do Renaissance fairs?
So not yet, but that's the goal. So even though it starts as a documentary, as we've been exploring this, so one of our members that are not here, his name is King, right? He's a barber, right? He does damn near all of our hair and everything like that, right? But
I'm bald, it's not me.
For people who know about like barbershop, like, you know, communities and everything like that, a lot of times when you go into barbershops, there's like a lot of just movies, sports stuff, sports conversation and everything, but he's a big nerd. So on his TV, it's nothing but anime. He's always putting people on anime. He got Funko Pops. He has the flags and everything like that. And so for me, I was like, this is the culture. This is crazy because we're having those barbershop conversations, and barbershop conversations get heated. Like it's if you're not of the cloth, you may think people are about to fight. But it's not. It's like, what you mean Goku can't beat Naruto? What you mean? Like, so it's like
at the end of all that, I ain't trying to go to the bar though.
Right. And so I was like, so that's when we realized, like, wait, there's more to it. We're talking about geek culture, and we know about the anime conventions. We know about, like I said, tabletop gaming, Renaissance fairs. But what about the barber shop that's anime inspired?
But even still, to her point, like the Renaissance fair, that's a huge aspect. We were talking about it on our way here. Like, there's the Renaissance Fair. There's one in Bristol, Wisconsin, which is like on its way. If you're coming on your way here from Milwaukee, and they put it on every year. Every year we go, man, we should go. Like, I went once with my friends, and it was a great time. But like, as the podcast showing that around to more people, we haven't done, and it's something that I definitely want to get into.
I think even in the sense of like the Black Geek documentary is the first step. Like, and like I said, all we're doing in this space is talking about the convention goers, the cosplayers, people who are really into the geek culture in a way that really just translates with anime, comic books, and video games, things of that nature. But like we said before, there's geek points of all types. People are sports geeks. People are, you know what I'm saying, book geeks. People are book nerds. There's all these kind of geeks where you, I mean, even when you go into cosplay, you got people who actually work in makeup in movies and costuming, and you know, so you can go further and further. And the purpose of the Black Geek documentary, even as a starting stage, is to open up those areas to the world, to people to see, like of realizing,
show the conversation. Like your geekdom don't stop with you watching something,
or even know how far you can go. Like that fellow person that wants to cosplay, now you're watching an episode or a docuseries or part of the documentary where we're interviewing a woman that it does do costuming for movies. And she says, I started in cosplay. So you kind of get that link. You know what I'm saying? So it's really like, and that's what I said, this is only one of many ideas, and I think that we will have as far as trying to report on, just bring awareness to things that are just geek and nerdy about us and what you can do with it. You know what I'm saying? And I think we even though we live in a world full of social media, we don't really get a lot of actual real conversations with people who've made it to a point, but how they got there and where you know where they started from. You know what I'm saying? So like even having your favorite actor and realize like, I'm a big video game nerd, and you know some of my acting or skills comes from childhood or how I was or whatever. Like you want to make sure that you can understand that there's more people just like you everywhere, whether you have a regular job or not. You know what I'm saying?
So we got time for one more question. Anybody?
You look like, no, y'all don't.
Sorry, put my hand up for that last question.
Two things that would be good to see in a documentary is what has anime inspired you to do. So, Sailor Junior has inspired me to become an electrical engineer.
Okay. Wow. And so like what you said is exactly what I meant. Yeah.
For example, Jamal, a fairy tale, but he had a bad childhood experience. He was a child worker who was working underground and things like that nature. And now the children of Neverland, and you see like them being in a facility that's supposed to be good for them, but
The Promised Neverland was definitely a twist.
Yeah.
So you can see like, okay, there's similarities here, there's connections that can be made from this anime and from certain
Those are great. Thank you for that.
Brought that together.
All right. So here's the thing. Like I said, we definitely appreciate y'all coming for our live panel. So Bacardi he is our merch person. He handles all of our merch. Anything that you see us in, any pictures, anything that you see us in, Bacardi has handmade. And so we have our merch table there. Like I said, if you feel free, like I said, definitely check out our merch table.
I do. If anything, if you guys don't want anything to purchase, whatever, I do have coupons. And I know, I can give out to everybody. We have a website, so
how can I follow y'all?
Yep. So you can follow us at Geekset Podcast everywhere.
You must be done working, Mo.
But it's at Geekset Podcast. So like I said, our podcast is for those hip hop heads there. You can see the logo. It's inspired by Dipset, which is a legendary hip hop group from Harlem, Cameron. So we did, like I said, it's Geekset. Like I said, the only podcast that blend hip hop culture and geek culture together. You can go to our website, geeksetpodcast.com, and within all of our socials, like I said, you'll see everybody else's individual social and everything. And we do a lot. Like I said,
you can hear us on podcast platforms.
All podcast platforms.
You know what? You guys would be the first people outside of our group who will find out we are going weekly.
Oh yeah,
we are going
bi-weekly, so we
were previously bi-weekly, so you can hear us starting this week, every week on your podcast.
So Sundays we do we live podcast Sunday, so you can pull up on our YouTube, on our Twitch, on our Facebook, and you can join the live chat. Well, like I said, the community is great. We call our people Eagle Scouts because we represent, we got to show it. So y'all can join the Eagle Scouts. We have our Patreon. It's one of the best ways to support us. We do early access. You'll get like early, some of the shows and things that we're working on our Patreon, and then we do have a Discord. The link is in our YouTube and everything like that. Just like I always say, it's just a whole bunch of dope people talking dope things. So again, thank you guys.
You can hear me rant about whatever I'm watching or playing at the time.
Yeah. So again, thank you guys for coming out, man. I truly appreciate it. This has been a great Weebcon. This is a great introduction to Indianapolis for us. Even though y'all tore our house out from being in Milwaukee. I don't know if y'all are any sports fans here, but Halliburton's getting on my nerves. All right, I want to shout it out.
Let's get live recommendations before we get out of here.
Oh, live recommendations. So we end every podcast with a recommendation, just something you guys should check out within the geek world and everything. So start out with you.
You gonna start with me first? I guess because I was just talking about this with you guys. I don't know if anybody watched it or how many horror fans are here, but the Chucky season is amazing. On Peacock, I just finished all 3 seasons. Freddy Krueger is the number 1 horror person ever. Number 1. Robert Englund is a GOAT. But after watching all seasons of Chucky, no monster has gotten better treatment than Chucky. Like as far as how they even if you can say he had like a couple trash movies, the season wrapped everything up perfectly. And my thing with Freddy was the fact that Freddy was always the best wisecracker, but because you gave Chucky so much more time now, it's really hard to like, you know what I'm saying? And he's new age wisecrack. Like Freddy's still 80.
Okay.
He's 89. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so, but if you haven't seen it, and if you're a fan of Chucky, the seasons. What we say? Seed of Chucky was the worst one.
Yeah, Seed of Chucky was definitely the worst.
Yeah, Seed of Chucky. The seasons alone make up for Seed of Chucky. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm gonna say, so again, I'm in this era where I'm watching long title animes. So like one of my favorite animes right now is Full Dive. This RPG is shittier than real life. But right now I'm watching ReZero starting a new life. And it's so good, but I feel so bad for the main character, and so I'm so invested. But it's such a great watch, so I would say that's one of mine.
I was going through my list to find one. I'm gonna recommend. Let me go back to it so I can have that name. I may be a guild receptionist, but I will solo any boss.
I was watching that
because look, this lady, she is cold. She will go through. She really will solo any boss, and like they'll ask her like, oh, so what was your reasoning? I just want to be at home. I want to chill. I want to relax.
Overtime. I don't want no overtime.
I don't want to do overtime. And if y'all can't kill these bosses, y'all gonna keep coming here to my booth, and now I gotta do overtime.
Can you imagine being at your, like, you ain't even in the dungeon. You don't know if they died or not. You're like, they came back.
And so
I got to go.
She just like, look, I will do it.
That's that. Like,
and as somebody who loves to relax, that's me. I get it. I felt so seen watching it.
Trip.
I got 2-parter. I got 2-parter. The first one is the new Fear Street. I think it's Prom Queen.
I didn't watch it. Yeah, I love Fear Street.
That one go hard. And then, I think I'm the only one in the room, but I'm a wrestling nerd. So consume some type of professional wrestling content.
It's on Netflix. He's telling you, please.
AEW's on Max, HBO Max right now.
Is it? That's dope.
Yeah.
WWE's on Netflix or Peacock. So just check that out. It's a solid introduction to pop culture right now.
If we pick an anime, then I could actually been enjoying The Vampire Dies in No Time. That's my slice of comedy. That's my slice of comedy right there. Like, I really like that.
All right, well, man, as always, again, this is the only podcast that blend hip-hop culture and geek culture together. We appreciate y'all. We are out. Peace.
Thank you guys so much.